You don't heal by becoming colder. You heal by becoming more clear. So whether you are the friend who keeps overgiving, keeps getting treated like a doormat, and you never get the same energy back, or you're the girl who's been burned so bad that you pulled back, isolated yourself, and now you're like, good friends don't exist anymore, I'm done. So either way, this video is for you. Adult friendships are hard because you don't have the same routine like you had in school anymore. People have jobs, family problems, mental health dips, breakups, burnouts. Everybody's schedule is just different. And then you go online and you see other people's life on social media and you start to think that everybody has perfect friends except you. And that thought is dangerous because it makes you want to do one of two things. Either you overcompensate, where you try harder, you give more, you chase, or you disappear. You isolate yourself, you detach, and you stop trying. And end of the day, both feel powerless. In both cases, you feel like you're not chosen. And if you're feeling that, you're not crazy, you're just in a season of understanding adult friendships. So if you don't learn the difference between healthy friendships and one-sided neglect, you end up in one of these two places. You either become the leftover friend who always cares more, who always initiates, who's always the understanding one, and with time, this quietly destroys your self-worth. Or the other case, you get burned so badly where you completely isolate yourself. And technically, yes, you are at peace, but you are lonely and life just feels empty. Let me tell you what I wish somebody told me earlier. I did not know what healthy friendships looked like. I accepted whatever was around me as normal. I was a people pleaser. I gave everyone access to me, my time, my energy, my softness, because I thought availability equals love. And then I had friendship fallouts and I got done dirty. And I swung to the other extreme where I completely isolated myself. I became hyper picky. I was overanalyzing everything. I was hyper alert all the time, always looking for red flags. And then I realized something. I did not want to live in a world where I felt protected but alone. So I had to find a middle ground, place where I could also have my standards, but I could also be soft. This meant being able to love the people around me, but also having my boundaries. You don't heal by becoming colder. You heal by becoming more clear. Let's talk about some of the green flags that you should look for in your friends or habits that you should develop in yourself so you can be a good friend to others. Rule number 1, no punishment, no control. This is the one I ignored the most, so listen carefully. If your friend is able to give you space without punishing you, that is a green flag. This means that they are able to respect your boundaries without guilt tripping you. In adult friendship, consistency does not look like daily texting. Sometimes it might look like you reconnect after some time, but it still feels warm. It feels safe. It feels normal. But here's the part that people lie about. Space is only a green flag if it is paired with care. So the real formula is space, care, and mutual respect. This is what green flag does not look like. Disappearing for weeks and then coming back like nothing happened. Ignoring your messages but posting stories. Giving you silent treatment because you said no for something. Acting like your boundaries are attitude. This is not adult friendship. This is emotional punishment. Now let's talk about mutual effort because I need you to stop gaslighting yourself, okay? If you're the one who's initiating forever, the one planning, the one checking in, that's not you being loyal. That is you literally carrying the relationship on your back. And I need you to hear me. You do not have to beg someone to be your friend. Okay, here is a quick friendship test. If you text your friend thinking of you, how does that make you feel? Do you feel safe or do you feel embarrassed? That feeling will tell you everything. And in case you do have a friend like this who does not reciprocate, this is what you're gonna do. Send them a message saying, hey, I care about you, but I am not available for a friendship where I'm the only one who's showing up. If you want to be close, I need mutual effort. Full stop. Rule number 2, they celebrate your wins without competing. A real friend does not only show up when you're crying, they are also there to celebrate every win that you have. One of the easiest friendship flag is to tell them good news and see how they react. Do they celebrate it? Yes? No? Because jealousy in friendships can be sneaky. They'll say that they're happy for you, but the energy gets cold. They'll change the topic. At this point, they're trying to steal your thunder. They're trying to do everything they can to make it about themselves. So it'll make them feel less left behind. Healthy friends don't do that. Healthy friends clap loud. Because your glow does not threaten them. In fact, it inspires them. Think of one friend that comes to your mind who always claps for you. And send this video to that friend. Tell them, I appreciate you. Rule number 3, loyalty loyal in public and honest in private. Okay, I'm gonna say something that might be a little unpopular, but I value a friend who does not embarrass me or try to put me down in public. Because if I mess up, you do not need to correct me in front of everyone else. And even if I make a big fuck up, I would still want you to take my side in public. And then privately, tell me the truth later with love. Healthy loyalty is not enabling. Healthy loyalty is where you protect my dignity and my growth. This combination of having that maturity and that compassion, that is one of the biggest differences that you will recognize as you move to an adult friendship that looks healthy. And here is another easy test. After you hang out with your friend, how do you feel? Do you feel calm or do you feel anxious or drained? Because baby girl, your nervous system knows. Let's talk about a healthy friendship triangle. I read about this in a TEDx talk. Healthy friendships consist of positivity, consistency, and vulnerability. And you need all three of them to have a healthy friendship, not two, all three. And I want you to slow down and focus because this triangle will save you so many years of your life. First one, positivity. Not fake nice, but genuine warmth. This means that your friendship feels like support. It feels safe, it feels encouraging, not constant complaining, gossip, jealousy, or like subtle digs at each other. Yes, you can vent, but the energy underneath should still feel like you want them to win. If positivity is missing, you start shrinking, you stop sharing, and you start feeling judged. Then comes consistency. This is not about constant communication. This is about reliability. Consistency means I can count on you. Your care isn't random. Your effort is not only when you're bored. It's not a text me every hour. It's more like you don't disappear when I need you. And then you don't come back like nothing happened. If consistency is missing, you become anxious, you start to overthink, and it makes you want to people please. When you stop calling breadcrumbs adult friendship, then you will stop normalizing confusion in your friendships. And the third part of the triangle, being vulnerable. This means emotional honesty, not trauma dumping. Vulnerability is where you can be real. You can talk about the hard things, we can repair conflict, and we can say that hurt me without it turning into an ego war. Because if vulnerability is missing, everything just stays surface level. You feel lonely even if there are people around you. Vulnerability comes with maturity. You stop pretending like, oh, I'm so chill, I don't care, when you're actually hurt. So what happens if one of these three things is missing from the triangle? If you have positivity but no vulnerability, that's a fun friend but not a close friend. If you have vulnerability but no positivity, that can become heavy or codependent. If you have both positivity and vulnerability but no consistency, that's a friendship that feels amazing in the moment but then disappears. And then you start to spiral. And once you understand this, build your friendships, relationships around this, that is how you stay in power. Because now you are not begging, you are evaluating the people around you. And here is the glow up part. When I stopped calling disrespect humor, when I stopped shrinking myself to fit into a group, and when I stopped overgiving just to feel chosen, my whole life changed. And yes, sometimes you do have to go through bad friendships so you can learn what healthy friendships feel like. But some friends are seasonal, some friends are here for life, and some friends just come into your life to teach you a lesson. But I need you to remember this. You are not powerless. You always get to choose. Do I see this as proof that I'm unlovable? Or do I see this as proof that I need higher standards? Because one perspective makes you collapse while the other perspective upgrades. And that is what being an it girl is all about. It's not popularity, it's power. And here's the part that really matured me and humbled me. Being a good friend is not about finding the perfect people. And a lot of times it's not even about the other person. It's about you. It is about who you are choosing to be even when nobody is clapping for you. Because being a good friend is basically being a good person. That means your actions match your higher self, not just your mood. And sometimes being a good friend means accepting people for who they are. Like, yes, they have both good and bad qualities. Everyone does. But you get to consciously choose what you allow access to and what you do not allow. Let me give you an example. Maybe you have a friend where one part of the friendship is amazing. Like you go to the gym, you're motivated, you feel better. Every time you hang out for longer, it becomes a negative loop. You start complaining, go into gossip, you start shopping spree, you start doing the things which you don't even want to do, and that makes you feel drained. A lot of girls think that the only two options you have in this time is to cut them off completely or to keep suffering. No, babe. Let me tell you, you have a third option: curate your friendship. You can choose to spend time with your friend only in the context where it is healthy for you. So maybe she becomes your gym friend and not talk about life for 3 hours friend. That is not being fake. That is being smart. That is being emotionally intelligent. That is having boundaries. Period. Because you are not powerless. You are not a victim to other people's personality. Because you are the one who gets to choose. You get to choose who gets access to you, and you get to set the standard. And now, one final question, and I want you to be honest, no shame. Which friend are you right now? Are you the doormat friend, or are you the isolated friend? Either way, I hope you learned something from this video, made you open your eyes and look at friendships in a different light. And for my next week video, let me know what you guys want to see. Do you want to see more it girl confidence videos? Do you want more dating and friendship advice videos? Or do you want more manifestation style, identity shift, Delulu mindset, and how I manifest the kind of life that I have? Comment 1, 2, or 3 and I will make next week's videos accordingly. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, which is about jealousy in friendships and how to identify red flags in friendships, you should go check those out as well. And thank you so much for watching, and I love you. Protect your peace, choose your people. Okay, bye.